Free running. Hold RT to sprint and automatically jump. Yeah, I remember. You just told me this. You just told me this. Oh, sort of. Hold RT and B to execute a controlled descent. Okay. Okay. Cover. I don't know what you mean by A for cover. But okay. What is this over here? Collectible? That it was on the map. Oh, it is now. It was just me turning the camera weirdly. Is this a thingamabob? We 100%ed the Rebel collection? I don't know if we'd 100% Unity. Probably not, but like... Oh, what is this? One cockade. 1 out of 8 collected in this district. Okay, where are synchronization points? Oh. Oh yeah, the freaking weird map thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can invest in this one, right? Or maybe? I don't know. Viewpoint, can I fast travel? Oh, I have, that's the one I haven't marked because that's the one for this area. So the viewpoint for this one is, wait, what? Is it? Is it just one for both? Wait, I can't fast travel to viewpoint. Maybe it's just because it's like tutorials right now. I can fast travel to here, but like, what's blue? Nomad chest? Is that like a DLC chest or something? Initiate chest. Something worth mentioning. When I tried to get this game working before the new year to make sure it was working, I owned this game already. I owned it on like Uplay or Ubisoft Connect as it's now called, and I owned it on Steam on my old Steam account that's been family shared over to my current Steam account. I couldn't get it working for the life of me. I just hit play and nothing would happen. It would be like, here's your product key, and it would show no product key, and it would just say that it's running when nothing's happening. If I would go to hit play in Ubisoft Connect, it would show Assassin's Creed Unity under my installed games, but anytime I hit play, nothing would happen, and there's no button to browse for local files, so it wasn't even installed, but it thought it was, and it was this whole freaking weird thingamabob going on that I have no idea what the heck it was, but that was a situation, I guess. And I looked in like the Ubisoft and like Steam files and like game directories, and there was no Assassin's Creed Unity game there at all, even though my computer seemed to think that it was already installed on my machine. So with the Steam Summer Sale, I just picked it up again, but on my current Steam account now, along with its DLC, which wasn't too bad. I only paid like $5 for this game or something like that, but it was still a bit irksome, so just typical freaking Ubisoft stuff, I guess, for how their weird stuff works. I'll go to that viewpoint, I suppose, now. You should take a dedicated stream to showcase all the glitches you can get in this game. I heard that, like, most of the major glitches in this game have been patched. But you can find, like, some crazy videos and compilations from back in the day from, like, maybe they haven't been patched. Maybe it was all a lie. That's just what I've heard. See you later, nerds. But yeah, which game do you think is more glitchy, this or Breath of the Wild? When this game first released, this. In the current state that it's in, no idea. They might have fixed a lot of stuff, I'm not sure. Oranges fly? Probably, it's a Ubisoft game. Sometimes oranges just fly. You gonna question them? Are you fruit shaming that guy? I can't believe you. I can't believe you're like fruit shaming that guy. Imagine fruit shaming someone in 2022. So what if his orange can fly? So what about it? You try to say something here? Well, wow, applause, yay! Super happy. Let's just go through here. Whee! I love how you can run through buildings. It's pretty neato. And not even like the America's Trilogy way where it's like you go into a building and it's just like a cutscene of you running through and coming out the other side. This one you like actually are running through the buildings. Away we go. This is so weird coming back to this game. This is so weird coming back to this game. You know, I kind of had a lot of hours back into it. When I was, because this was originally being family shared from like my old Steam account onto this Steam account, I did when things weren't working, I did check my old Steam account to make sure that like it was being family shared over properly. And during that time, I got to see how many hours I had in this game. This game is a very distant memory for me. All I know is I played it like quite a decent bit when it came out, and I had like a love-hate relationship with it, with the state that it shipped in. But when I checked my hours, I can find it here really quickly. Apparently, on my original, like, old Steam account, the amount of hours that I had in Assassin's Creed Unity is 191.5. I don't remember putting 200 hours in Assassin's Creed Unity, but apparently I did. So, I do, whoops, the wrong display capture there. I do not for the life of, like, I remember putting a decent amount of time into this game and like really liking it, but also really not liking it back then, 7/8 years ago. But I don't remember putting in 200 hours, but apparently I'm a freaking Assassin's Creed Unity veteran without remembering it or something. I don't know. So there's that, I guess. There's that. Yeah, the freaking place interiors are or the palace. Well, gosh darn it, synchronized are bonkers. I can agree with that. I wonder if this can't be the Assassin's Creed game I have the most hours in, can it? I'd like to think that'd be something like Black Flag, is what it would probably be. Like, it's either Unity or Black Flag, but I remember dumping a massive ton of hours in Black Flag. I don't remember dumping in 200 hours to Unity. #1 Assassin's Creed Unity fan. Yeah, that's me. You found me. Whenever anybody asks me about my favorite game, I always say that it's Explorers of Sky, but you found me out. This entire time, my favorite game of all time has just secretly been Assassin's Creed Unity, but you just didn't know this about me until now. I didn't know it about myself until like a week ago when I looked at my alt Steam account and saw I had 200 hours on it. Like, I remember putting a decent amount of hours into this game. I didn't think it was that much, though. I appreciate the follow there, Gamer Girl. Hello, hey, new friend. Hello, and Happy New Year to you. Whoa! How are you doing today? This map can't be the whole... No, there's way more to this map. This map gets freaking huge. Like, this gets huge. Even more huge than I think I'm, like, moving my cursor right now. I think it goes even huger than that. But it gets pretty huge, I remember. And I remember, like, I saw it briefly in settings. I remember that there was, like, a companion app with this game where you could see, like, the full map and, like, have stuff running in the background or, like, do some minor things around the map when you weren't even playing it. Does that app still exist? I want to search it up on my phone on the App Store now. I don't know if that app still exists. Oh yeah, it's the mini map. I forgot about that. Versailles. Oh yeah, you only actually get to you only actually get to freaking Paris later, and that's like the super huge map. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. And this little mini map literally is just these two sections for this little mini thingamabob. But when you get to Paris, that's like the super huge map. I honestly forgot about that. I'm gonna look up Assassin's Creed on the App Store and see if the Assassin's Creed Unity companion app still exists. If I just look up Assassin's Creed, let's see here. If I search up Assassin's Creed, the first option is Genshin Impact as an ad. But Assassin's Creed Rebellion, I've heard about that. The Tower, Assassin's Creed, build the tallest tower. What? Unofficial map, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Artworks. The hell? I'm just gonna look up Assassin's Creed Unity on the App Store. Does the companion app still exist? I don't think it does. But I remember using that companion app. Like, I remember when I wasn't at home, I would sometimes pull up the map of Paris on my phone on the Assassin's Creed companion app and and see that. Why is this ledge like... Okay, maybe it's not as weird as I thought it was a second ago. Oh, because like the sidewalk. Okay, I think I see it now. Genshin Impact is your favorite Assassin's Creed game. Same. I've never actually played Genshin Impact. I've listened to a lot of its soundtrack though. Its soundtrack is really good. But yeah, #1 Assassin's Creed Unity fan sounds like someone on Twitter who is either extremely political or has very strong opinions on video games and constantly yells about it. It sounds so true, though. And not bad. Currently trying to solve your Ubisoft problem? What's your Ubisoft problem, if you don't mind me asking? What might that be? I mean, it's freaking Ubisoft. It could be any... it could be any end of problems.
Bonsoir, Olivier. Has Monsieur de la Serre returned?
Senor de la Serre is not expected until late.
Man.
Ah, well, I suppose I'll just pass the time with Elise, then.
Don't get your hopes up just yet. Mademoiselle is at a private soiree in her honor. At the palace.
A party? I wasn't invited.
Neither were the horses.
I'm sure she just misplaced my invitation. I'll find my own way in.
You've still got the letter.
How late is late?
Perhaps an hour, perhaps 3, perhaps not at all. I do not question the comings and goings of my betters.
I'll just wait here then.
Aw, poor Arno. Go. Why is go cat like in all caps? Go to De La Serre's office. Own too many AC games and don't have enough space on your station. When you say station, do you mean like PlayStation? Is it like Steam where you can just like uninstall them when it's one that you're not going to be playing for a while, and then just, you know, reinstall it if you like when the day comes that you want to play it again? Because I know that you can really easily do that on Steam. I haven't owned a PlayStation since the PS2, so I don't know if that's a thing that you can do on PlayStation. I would hope it would be. I should just be able to uninstall some of the ones that you don't plan on playing anytime soon and, you know, reinstall them if the day comes that you get the urge, right? Should be able to, and then problemo solved, I imagine. What's this? Why can't I interact with it?
These high society balls. She'll be home soon.
Why was interacting with this doing that? Okay, well. Okay, well. Do I just have to interact with things related to Elise? That's why? Okay. I was so confused. I thought that was like a one-off. It makes more sense now. Makes more sense now, I guess. Read.
Traité du monde et de la lumière de Descartes. Never could get through that one.
I probably wouldn't be able to either.
He'd see it the instant he returned.
We're gonna leave the letter under the door. I'm getting this. This is belong to me. I'm not leaving. I'm just getting the loot. Can reinstall if you own the license. Just need a place for all your saved data. Oh, gotcha. Because that'd be like a lot of progress in a lot of different games. Then leave the letter. Here you go. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
There, safe and sound, and only slightly delayed.
The super important letter
To the palace.
that you needed to see immediately.
I couldn't sneak through a sewer in these threads, much less a ball. Here, mon ami. Let me take care of that.
Well, thank you, young man.
I loved his expression there. Fancy. I look like that one freaking Dohalim outfit in Tales of Arise. That's what it looks like. Hella fancy.
Maximilien Robespierre. No guest.
Arno. Le Chevalier du Télème.
Invitation, s'il vous plaît.
About that, I had one, of course, but on the way...
No invitation, no admittance. Now clear the queue. Next, please. Charles Gabriel Sivet. 2 guests. Next, please.
Didn't notice that? We're here. I love how there's like a way that's like very clearly looking like an entrance area right behind the gate. Like this is clearly a, you know, player approach here kind of thing where Bob, speaking of PlayStation, you tried to replay Final Fantasy Tactics on PS2 a little while back and kept crashing all the time. Took me like 4 attempts to get past the game's first cutscene. Jeez. I'm glad that my PlayStation still works like mostly okay. Sometimes the video gets a little bit weird, but I wiggle the cable and then it starts working. Thinking an external hard drive could be handy. What are you doing, Arno? Well, there was that, I guess. I don't know what the cover is, what the cover button does, but...
Let's just put in a short appearance to be polite. I'm tired.
As you say.
Nothing to see here. See you later, nerds. I've got places to be. No. That was very sudden, wasn't it? Maybe I can just like climb the roofs and then just like, oh gosh darn it. Unless I do it like over here. Hold on, can I just climb up this? Just remember you after conflict ends. Can I just like go up to here and then just like drop into that window over there sort of? Because your PS2 because it's super old. Final Fantasy 12 had some trouble running on it too. Or the disc because it does have a few scratches, huh? Well, I wound up picking up a few games during the Steam Summer Sale. I've picked up a few freaking Final Fantasies in case I ever play them. Let's see here. Let's see here. What's my favorite AC game? 4. For sure. Black Flag is where it's at. The Pirate Life of Edward Kenway. That's where it's at for me, for sure. We play the next game that we have in the list in the Assassin's Creed series on the first day of each new year. We, like, we'll still sometimes do, like, you know, other Assassin's Creed games throughout the year. So we did Assassin's Creed 1 on January 1st, 2019, and we went all the way up to 3. Then January 1st last year is when we did Black Flag to Rogue. So we didn't do as many last year. And this year, January 1st, we're starting with Unity. I don't know how many we'll do this year. We shall see. There's a lot of other video games, but we're starting with Unity this year. But I remember starting January 1st last year, Black Flag. That was like the only playthrough I've ever done where I was in full cosplay for like the whole thing. I can pull it out of my closet very briefly, but like. So maybe towards the end of this playthrough, if there's like a Edward Kenway outfit, I could like throw it on again or something like that if I go to like the full cam layout for a hot second. So, whoops, so the whole Assassin's Creed Black Flag playthrough that we did a year ago for last year's January 1st was like the one playthrough that I did in full cosplay for the thingamabob. Go back to this layout, I'll put it back in my closet real quick now, just give me a sec. So that was probably one of the most fun playthroughs I've ever done on the channel because, you know, 1, it was a game that I really liked, and 2, I was doing it in full cosplay, and that was pretty cool. It was pretty weird for a game where it's like every time I want to stream another session of a game, I would have to like throw on the whole garbs and such. Oh yeah, this thingamabob. One more of Edward's story for sure. That would have been really neato. That would have been really neato there. Like they hint towards it with other games like you know, Syndicate, and even freaking Watch Dogs Legion kind of had some connections to it in some ways with its DLC, interestingly enough, but yeah, I would have liked more stuff with Edward. That would have been cool. Like, I really liked him as a character as well. Ada Intercup. Oh, it's been so dang long since I played this game. At least more of his family story, the Kenways and whatnot. Never played any of them, but you like Black Flag because its setting is a point in history you're very familiar with. You should play Black Flag. It's so dang fun. I love that game. So good. But yeah, let's see here. Speaking of Final Fantasy, do you hear that Square Enix is making NFT games now? No, I did not hear of this. What? Ah, I'm getting fat shamed. No. Uh-oh.
Hey, wait a minute.
Ah! There's no transition. It just cuts to them kicking me out. No. No, gosh darn you. Oh, man. Well, oh, thank goodness. There's a red Kenway outfit, and it's a chest on the Paris map. Nice. I know that a lot of AC games have, like, costumes of other dudos. Like, we put on the Edward outfit towards the end of Rogue. I wound up doing that. Maybe I'd do it in this game if we're doing some stuff after the main story. All the main story stuff I'd want to still do in, like, you know, the main kind of stuff for the game. But if we wind up doing, like, extra stuff after beating the game, like we do, like, post-game kind of stuff, that's when I could see myself donning the cosplay again and whatnot. But yeah, and it's like $12 right now. Yeah, if you play games on Steam, it's really cheap there. I really like the Rebel collection on the Switch with both Black Flag and Rogue, and they even handle the motion controls pretty well with the aiming and stuff for those games. I really quite liked it. So, the Rebel collection is probably one of my favorite games on the Switch. Oh, thank goodness he just forgot about me. One of the big cheeses at Squeenix was like, there's some people who play games to have fun, but of those guys, we want to make money. So we're putting NFTs in our games now. So they're just like, what, like an in-game purchase or something like that? What do you mean by like NFTs in games? Like part of like an in-game store, you can buy NFTs or something like that? Whoa. Gotta get the Ezio collection again for your 4? Your 4? Don't know what you... Did this guy vanish? Oh, he's just in the door there. That makes a whole lot more sense. I remember picking up the Ezio collection on my freaking 360 way back in the day, and I meant to play it, and then I never did. At least I finally played it when we got to them on this channel. I really quite liked them. So... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why am I so bad at this?
Be gone.
Why do I suck at this? I don't know where it wants me to go right now, quite frankly. Ah, PS4. Gotcha. Have to have them on that. I understand now.
What's this party for anyway?
You will just see me when you're not even looking at me? Are you kidding me?
Thought you could sneak in?
You thought you could sneak in past the eyes on the back of my head. Well, no idea what that entails, but they want to put NFTs in their games now, and it's controversial to say the least. Did you hear about how, I think it was sometime in December, apparently the official Stan Lee Twitter account was being used to promote, like, Marvel NFTs, and people were losing their minds over it. I think, like, the top liked reply in that thread was dictionary.com defining the word defile. Like, people were really mad about that whole situation. NFTs are so dumb, in my opinion. What do I know? What do I know? I think that they're dumb, at least, but that's me. So where do you want me to go, game? Where do you want me to go? Not out the window? Aim left and press A to swap cover. Oh, there was like a cursor. Oh! Oh! Can I, like, corner? Sort of. So absolutely gross and NFT heads wonder why no one likes them. It must be the window, right? It has to be. Oh, but I don't go down, I go, oh. Here.
Will you let me back in if I do?
What? Certainly not!
Well then, if it's all the same to you, I think I'll stay up here.
Well, we'll stay up here. Also, I'm gonna alt-tab off really quickly and do this on OBS because looks like when I change layouts, it changed it. All I'm doing is like having the chat and alert box visible so that when I turn it on and off like this, I can see that it's on or off over there. It's not always visible. So sometimes I might have chat on or off without realizing it's on or off. So I'd like to have that visible out of the corner of my eye and such. Yeah, speaking of Marvel, I kind of want X-Men to get their own game. There was that one Deadpool game that one time, if it counts. I don't know if I've ever played a Marvel video game in my life, honestly. I don't know if I ever even have. They really like pool tables in this place, don't they? They very much do. Yeah, it is quite the turnout, isn't it? Yes, quite. Oh, there's things happening. I'm dancing with someone now, apparently.
Accorderiez-vous cette danse pour gentilhomme?
Merci. Un autre jour.
Whoa, Arno looking a little bit choppy there for a hot second. Sure the plebs. Ah, yes, the plebs. I forget what plebs originally meant. I know that it was like, you know, a normal word for a long time before, like, the internet turned it into something dumb. Honestly, it comes from plebeian, right? I think. Denied played Spidey in the day. I've heard about them games. I never played them myself though. But I've heard of them. Eagle Vision. Look how oh my goodness, your hair disappears when I'm using Eagle Vision. Ugh. Ugh. That's weird. Well, I don't know if that's intended or if that's a glitch or what that is.
Did love the chase.
I can't run though. I just slowly meander over. She always did love the slow meander. Didn't she now? We're doing circles now. Oh, now I can. Oh, well. They could be wearing a wig.
Quite a commotion.
Well, what can I say? You were always a bad influence.
Oh, you were a worse one.
That painting's just like, they're at it again.
You're wearing one of my father's suits.
Are you wearing a dress?
Don't even start. I feel like a mummy wrapped up in this thing.
Must be quite an occasion to get you so fancy.
It's not like that. Truth be told, it's a lot of ceremony and pontification. Dull as dirt.
Well, when you don't invite me to your parties, everyone suffers.
I did try, but my father was adamant.
Your father?
Go. I'll distract them.
What? You're kicking me out?
complicated. I'll explain later, but for now, out the window.
Oh, no, no, no. You're not turning this into a repeat of that apple orchard.
Stop being such a baby. I'm sure there aren't any guard dogs this time. Go!
Arno does have a great smile. Like, that freaking shot of that smile there, he has a freaking winner's smile, doesn't he? Alright, hold that to descend. Think about it. Have X-Men had their own fully X-Men game? I wouldn't know myself. Nope, they haven't, and there's awesome X-Men who never get time. And no, enter conflict. I will try. Yeah, it's something I wouldn't be super familiar with myself.
There's nobody out here.
No! No! Would you like a drink? Okay, they forgot about me. That's not a door I can go out. That's not a window I can go out. Is that a window I can... no.
What a queer fella.
No! No! No!
What's your...
No! No! Ah!
Can't get away, you bastard!
Ah! Can I restart from last checkpoint? Progress checker. Gosh darn it. I don't know. Oh, reload last checkpoint. I was about to say, I don't think I'd want to 100% this game, but just in case. I know you can come back to do it anytime, but like, you know, not right from here. You'd have to do like the whole thing over again. Hi, silly doggy. Have you come to hang out with me? Between the holidays and New Year, we spent time out at the family's lake cabin and such, and it was a nice chill time. The doggy would have liked more time outside, but when it's, you know, like 30 Celsius below, it's a lot easier to just stay inside. We basically only went out to collect more firewood. That's all we really did.
There's nobody out here.
Wow, there is a furnace that heats the place as well. A combination of furnace and fireplace, but the fireplace is just really nice. Is a thing. So like we technically didn't need to go out and get firewood, but you know, whoops, I hit that by accident when I was petting the doggy. Doggy wants to play too. Yeah, she is that what you want? I was playing with her a bit earlier before starting the stream. Try to tucker her out before before her starting the stream and getting it underway. So we were playing in the backyard. Not for super duper long, because it is still really cool though. Hi. She's just sitting next to me now. If I turn the camera over. She's just here now. Also, forgive the bazillion binders. I think those were still there when we were doing the last game of Rogue. That's basically what happens when I work from home, is the Jenga tower of binders. Hi. 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 What? She doesn't like people getting close to her face. I was leaning forward to tap the ground and ask if she wanted to lay down. But she really doesn't like people getting close to her face, and she took that as an indication of me getting close to her face with my face. And it startled her, apparently. Oh, now you're gonna lay next to me? Hi? Hey? You are so weird. Hey? Such a silly doggy. Oh, man. Super cute. You have a Pipple yourself. Pipples can be pretty cute. I know a lot of people, you know, see them as like super aggressive dogs that like, why would you want one of those? But I think they can be cute in their own unique way, you know? She's a bit of an old grump here. As of this last November, she turned 13 years old. So she's getting there in age and she's slowing down a bit. And I feel like as she's gotten older, she's gotten grumpier and grumpier. Forgive the freaking mess of stuff over there. Again, what happens when I work from home? Is essentially what happens there. Well, down this way we go. Aha! Nobody saw me this time. Surely nothing will happen out here. I know something happens. I actually don't remember what it is. It's been too long.
Champagne. Monsieur. Monsieur de la Serre. Monsieur de la Serre. See there. Come away. Guards! Help! Murder!
Bon Dieu, he's killed Lord de la Serre.
Well, that's what happens. I forgot what it was, but I knew it was something major. We get framed for murder. framed for murder of one's adopted dad. Well, that's why does the health bar and like acoustic harmonia keep on staying up at the top left even now? Interesting, but honestly, picture the sweetest cuddle bugs ever. I believe it. I can believe it. Saving.